Hello, everyone, and welcome back to NTS. I'm starting a new series I'm pretty excited about, and it's going to be called Around the Grounds. And basically, in Around the Grounds, we go around the grounds, we look at all the results for each game week. And I didn't really start this channel in time for the season, as I had previously planned, but it is what it is, I guess. And yeah, we're just gonna go through every fixture from match week 4 and talk about like players I think performed well and teams that I think performed well and teams that are underperforming and teams that are overperforming. And yeah, so I mean, first off, we'll just quick glance at the table. We're going to talk about it probably more than just right now, but Liverpool undefeated. I did a whole separate video about Liverpool, so I'll put the link to that video in the description if you want to look at it. It's all right. I mean, it's pretty like standard video, I guess. There's not really any shocks per se. Probably Villa. Villa for sure. No goals. And 19th place is pretty bad after 4 games. I mean, another surprise, I guess you'd say, is Bournemouth in fourth and Sunderland in seventh. Bournemouth, yeah, I'll talk about Bournemouth in a bit, but I mean, no surprise. I mean, United are pretty low, like mid-table low, which depending on who you are, I guess you would not call surprising, but I'd still call it pretty surprising considering the summer they had in their recruitment. I thought they did well recruiting wise, but anywho, yeah, first game we're gonna go with is Arsenal 3, Forest 0. And yeah, this is Ange's first game with Forest, and I mean, not the best way to begin your tenure with the club, but yeah, it was a pretty good game for Arsenal. I mean, it was dominant. It was really dominant considering the players that they didn't have for starters. I mean, Saka, Jesus, Havertz have all been injured. I mean, Saliba did not play. Ben White didn't play. And Kante just came, so I wouldn't really count that. And Declan Rice didn't start, so I mean, pretty impressive win. Zubamendi's first goal was incredible, by the way. Really, really well taken goal. His second was really good too, actually. A header across from, I believe it was who crossed that? Trossard. Trossard crossed it in. It was a good assist too, actually. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Arsenal just fantastic. Like their defense is the defenders they have are just incredible. I mean, Calafiori I'd say is the best left back in the league. Timber, I'd say is the best right back in the league. Raya, I'd say Allison's better, but top two, top three goalie in the league is like nothing to be ashamed about. I think Gabriel's top class. Same with Mascara, man. Mascara for being only 21 is absolutely insane, to be honest. I just wow. As a first game for Arsenal at the Emirates, I thought played pretty well. He definitely had a better second half. I mean, he did register an assist, but I don't know. I'm kind of afraid how Arteta's tactics and instructions will affect how he plays and how expressive he is as a player, but we'll see that. Uh, Noni, wow, he had a really good game, I thought. I'd say he was probably man of the match, even though he didn't register any goals or assists. I don't really think matters for this. I think he is definitely the man of the match. He can take on a man, and he takes it on a lot. Create the most chances, win the most duels, complete the most dribbles. That's basically, although he didn't get any goals or assists, that's basically perfect for like what you'd expect from your wingers, one of your wingers. Take on a man, win a lot of duels, create chances. Yeah, it's all you want really. Forrest. Ange is, I don't know. I don't know if I underrate Ange as a manager or what, but I just don't think he's a great man. I think he's a good manager, but not a great manager. And I think tactically he's too stubborn in his ideas, and I think that's just going to cost him here. I mean, his aggressive high back line, I just don't think suits the players that they have. I mean, it's a complete 180 in the philosophy and culture of the club because with Nuno, they were in like a mid to low block defending with a lot of players behind the ball, but now I mean Now, if you ask Milenkovic and Murillo to push up, I just don't know how well it's gonna go. I mean, Murillo is a pretty big guy, pretty well set guy, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, overall, Elliot Anderson probably I think played pretty decent. It's probably the only standout. I mean, Ndoye had a couple of good chances, but I don't know, a couple times he just hit the ball and it was just not going great. But yeah, I mean, really good win for Arsenal. Yeah, their depth is just incredible, incredible all across the board. Just the players they can bring on who are still just amazing is awesome. Like I mean, last year Martinelli and Trossard would have started, and now they have Eze Madueke and Martinelli and Trossard off the bench. So yeah, I'm really their window I think was incredible. I'd say their window is probably only behind Liverpool in certain ways. In other ways, I'd definitely say it's ahead, but I'd give yeah, per honestly a great window, one of the best. Really, they just yeah solved all their issues. I'd say maybe not the number nine, but what do you want your striker to do, right? You want your striker to score goals, and that's what he's doing. So honestly, it doesn't matter how he plays, like what how it looks like he's playing. He's scoring goals when he's playing, so that's all that matters. But yeah, Bournemouth versus Brighton, 2-1 with Semenyo scoring a pen, Alex Scott scoring incredible goal, and Matoma scoring a header. Bournemouth. Let's just talk about that first off. Fourth. That's awesome. I mean, won three in a row. The only loss came against Liverpool, and Iriola is just an incredible manager. I really rate him. He's the real deal, and yeah, I'm excited to see where he plays or where he coaches next. I personally can see Madrid or maybe I actually don't know. I feel like Madrid really suits him though. Madrid or maybe like a Chelsea or a United. But I think Maresca is gonna stay at Chelsea for the long term. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in United. United is a whole different story that I don't really it's a cute fish I don't really feel like opening, to be honest. Poor Hitchelwood got injured like right away. I saw that. That was not great. Minte. I really like Minte. Uh Minta is just, yeah, he's quick, he's direct, he's, I think, really, would you say ruthless? Not ruthless, but consistently attacking. I mean, most foul players won the most duels. A couple of his shots were pretty well placed, and yeah, I mean, he had a really good assist to Matoma as well, good cross. So yeah, I was impressed by him. Matoma, good goal. I'd say those are the only standouts really. James Miller, I love you, James Miller. I don't know how you're still playing at age 39, but it is what it is, I guess. And for Bournemouth, I mean Alex Scott. If you guys can like, that's a good representation of it. It was an incredible, well taken goal. He's a really good player. Rate him really highly. Only 22. Yeah, really composed goal for him. Uh, Semenyo as well. I mean, Semenyo is definitely the best player on Bournemouth. I might make a video about that. Just the best 11 outside of the top seven or eight clubs, and I'd probably put Semenyo in that hat, like toss him in the hat for one of the best. I think he played really well, and I think he always plays really well. He's Bournemouth's best player. I mean, and they're in fourth, so you got to be a pretty good player if your club's in fourth. And Evan Nielsen again. I believe this is like the seventh penalty that he's drawn. I guess the word would be drawn for his club, and that's awesome. He's really relentless, so I love that for him. But yeah, that's basically it. Uh, Man, Bournemouth, so happy for them. I just to have the summer they had, lose the players they lost, to still like feel like oh, it's the same Bournemouth from last year, and not really lose a step is a really good thing, and I think it's just a really good look on Iriola as a manager, to be honest. Next one we're gonna go Palace and Sunderland, and yeah, I mean, Palace were really unlucky not to win, I think, to be honest. Let's just take a look at the stats. 1.77 XG to 0.36 is pretty pretty crazy, as well as three big chances. I mean, looking at this, you'd think they won maybe like 2 or 3-0, but no, they did not. And I'd say that's mainly because of one man. Rolfs, he played incredible. I think he made so many good saves, and I mean he's only 22, just joined the league, and this is probably what his fourth game in the Prem, and he's already doing playing like that. Really good player. Really impressed by that. Mark Gahey, oh, I wish he were at Liverpool, but you know what? Is what it is, I guess, right? I think he played incredible, as he always. Well, not, yeah, and okay, incredible's a bit like he played good. I think he's he's Crystal Palace's best player, and he's just the most consistent. He's their captain for a reason. Pino, I believe this was his debut because I think he looks pretty. I was pretty impressed by his. Yeah, one start. Okay, Mm, okay. He's played about. This is about fourth, fifths of his playing career for Palace, and I think he looked pretty decent. I thought he was going to score Eric Caverna's one chance, but he had a few chances to score and didn't capitalize on it. But it is what it is, I guess. I mean, overall, I think, yeah, defensively, Sunderland, I wouldn't call it a masterclass, but I would call it a masterclass. I mean, they didn't concede, so they did what they needed to do. They did the job. They didn't score going forward, but I think that's kind of an issue for all of the promoted teams is their attacks. But yeah. Next is a club I call in crisis, Aston Villa. Still have not scored in the Prem yet after 4 games is pretty not great. And I mean, the fact that they drew this game again is I'd say the man of the match again goes to yeah. I mean, according to FootMob, it is Dibu Martinez again. Incredible saves. Grealish, man, won August man of the match and looked really well today. Looked really good today. I mean, I just don't know where all this was at City, but I guess Pep really was holding him back that much. I honestly don't believe so. It's definitely a mentality thing. Football's mentality is so big in football, and like the mentality of your players is so important. And I just think he needed this, to be honest. And yeah, it's benefited him massively, which makes me happy for him as a fan of his Villa days and stuff. So yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, Villa just look flat, man. I don't know. I'd say I don't know if this I wouldn't call this a hot take or anything, but stagnation in football for like a top club, as in like a Prem club, is probably the worst thing that can happen to you. Like, I mean, you look at Villa, like they've been on a upwards trajectory for a few years now. But I mean, at this like at a certain point, if I don't know, look at past, but you know what I'm saying. If like they just stagnating is just so horrible because you just don't. It just feels like you don't improve, and then mentally it just affects the players as well. So it's just I don't know, it's not great. So hopefully they bounce back. I mean, we'll see, I guess. Oops. Versus here we go. But I mean, overall, I think Everton definitely should have won that game, but it is what it is. Dima Martinez, incredible goalkeeper. Tyron Mings pretty decent as well, I think. I mean, Ndiaye, I love Iliman Ndiaye. Completed the most dribbles, won the most duels, exactly what you need from a winger. I mean, goals and assists obviously would help in creating the most chances, but two of the three is good enough, I'd say. So good player, yeah. Villa, Everton, 0-0. Everton are now sixth, and they have Merseyside Derby next. And I don't think I'll make predictions on that. I'll probably just react to the game. But I believe where is it? Actually, good question. It is 12:30 kickoff at Anfield. Okay, interesting. I think Liverpool win that, but we'll see. That'll be a really fun game. Really fun game to watch. And yeah, I mean, already talked about Villa, man. 19th. Holy. And I don't know if the stagnation thing is down to Emery as a manager or what, but they gotta fix something, man. When Diaz a left winger. 125. Yeah, they gotta fix something. They gotta change something up. Maybe start Harvey Elliott. Buy Harvey Elliott Sox, guys. Great player. Okay, Fulham 1, Leeds nil. Another crazy game. Poor Leeds, man. Well, it was not that crazy to be honest, but poor Leeds. 94th minute own goal is brutal and just really unlucky. But I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, they definitely had it coming in the second half. In the first half, though, yeah, Fulham played horribly. Literally did absolutely nothing. Leeds were definitely on the front. They were definitely leading the game in the first half, but in the second half, I mean, yeah, Leeds switched it on, or Fulham switched it on and created a few big chances, had a few shots, more shots on target, and yeah, just ended up prevailing in the end, which is quite crazy, but you know what is what it is, I guess. And I mean, few standouts I'd say for this game were, I mean, this guy, love Josh King, only 18, really rate him as a player. And where's the guy, the Brazilian, Kevin, love that, from Shakhtar. So, what do they say? You always gotta love those one-name Brazilian players from Ukraine and Russia. Those are always the best. But I mean, he looked like really on it. He looked really on it. I think he's gonna be a fun player to watch for Fulham in the future. I was seeing shouts that he played like Vinicius, if Vinicius was in the Prem. I wouldn't go as that far. I don't know. He seemed to like a bit. He had a bit more flair and a bit more technique on the ball, while also having less pace. But still, really fun to watch. So we'll see in the future how he plays. And yeah, I mean, unlucky leads, but again, pretty toothless front three, attacking front three, I'd say. But next game, Newcastle versus Wolves, and Nick Woldemade, debut goal. I mean, shocker, the 6'7", 6'8" guy scored a header, and it was a great ball from Jacob Murphy, who keeps Alenga out of the team, which is interesting. So I wonder what that's all about. But yeah, it was a good headed goal. Um, yeah, I mean, Wolves played decent, but yeah, again, toothless up front. He Huang, I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but you see, I don't really want to butcher it, so you see what I'm talking about. Him in 2025 is not the best, but I mean, yeah, just going forward, man, I just don't rate their attack again. I think it's gonna cost them when they need points. You can't draw every game, and if you're not scoring, you're not gonna win games. That's the most important thing in football, to score and win. I'd say scoring and winning is probably the two most important things in football. Number three is probably not conceding, but still. Uh, João Gomez played pretty decent though for uh Wolves, I mean as well as their goalie Sam Johnson, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Newcastle definitely deserved the win. I mean, the ratings are kind of they're subjective, I'd say, because I've seen some pretty weird ratings given, and then you watch the game and it's like, okay, that's either undeserved or that's harsh if it's really low. But overall, I'd say these are pretty fair ratings. And man, yeah, Newcastle, they looked pretty decent without Isak for the first game. This is the first game they've had without him, and I mean, their striker scored a goal, so I guess, and they won the game because their striker scored a goal. So they replaced Isaac so Isaac so far, I guess. Yeah. Next game, Tottenham and West Ham at London Stadium. There's a red card by Thomas Suchek in the 54th minute. Honestly, I did not see the red card. I'll probably have to watch it back. I don't know. It looks like a straight red card, so we'll have to check that out. But yeah, I mean, I did catch the first half of this game, and it looks pretty flat. Like Tottenham did not look great, to be honest, against West Ham. West Ham were holding them back pretty well, and shockingly, playing a fourth the back in the Prem, it actually works. Not at three in the back, Graham. Just stick to a four, man. Anyway, yeah. In the first half, it was pretty big nothing game, and again, shockingly. a team near the relegation age, near the relegation area does not have a number nine or sufficient. They definitely have a good attack, but no number nine again is very interesting. But anyway, front three. I really like the front three of Tottenham and the midfield three. Really like Sar. Bergval is just such a silky player, man. I can understand why Barca really wanted him because he's incredible. But Xavi played. Xavi Simons played pretty good on his debut, I'd say. Came out away with an assist, which is good for him. Uh, Kudus again, brilliant player. Really love him. Yeah, just front three is really fun, I think. But yeah, I mean, a lot of injuries for Spurs as well. Kulusevski, Madison, Basuma, Solanke, Dregerson, and they're playing good. I mean, what, they're third? Yeah, third. Only one goal conceded, 3 wins, one loss is yeah, impressive. West Ham, I think they'll be okay. I think they'll survive. I did do a prediction video, so if you want to check that out, you can. Prediction table, I should say, sorry. But yeah, next game, Brentford and Chelsea, and this is a really funny game because Fabio Carvalho does what he does best and scores in the 90th minute or the 91st minute again. That's kind of his specialty. For he did it for Liverpool. I'm pretty sure all three of his goals for Liverpool are actually late goals. That's kind of his specialty, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it was a pretty interesting game. Henderson had a crazy assist. That was a really well placed ball to Kevin Shaw, that who I believe has like 2 goals, one. But I mean, he's played pretty decent, so he's a good player. He'll probably be their next big sale. But I mean, yeah, like well done to Brentford for getting the point, even though they were at home. But still, I mean, they played well considering who they're up against and all the players they lost and the manager that they lost. I think they played pretty well. And for for Chelsea, just I don't know. People do joke about, oh, where'd all that money go? And I mean, I do understand it, but at the same time, you can see where some of it went, and you can see it went to some of the right players. Because Moises Caicedo, that was an incredible goal. I believe it was right outside top of the box. Crazy well placed goal. Was an absolute thunder strike, and I thought that was the winner, to be honest, until the Carvalho goal, which was off a long throw, which is pretty interesting that those are still in the game, or in the game, that those are still, yeah, being used in the game, but it works. If it works, it works, right? So it's whatever. I mean, Gittins, yeah, he was fine. I don't know why he was subbed off at halftime. Probably due to fitness stuff because he just joined, but I don't know, he looks pretty decent, I think. Yeah, Caicedo, great goal. I mean, he's a just incredible player, as we all know. Pedro again with another assist. He's an FPL demon. Everyone should have him, to be honest. And then Palmer. Palmer had a really good goal, I think. And he finally ended his drought of having a non-penalty goal. It's like, I think his first one since January 14th, which is interesting. But, Garnacho with his debut, I thought he looked pretty actually lethal, to be honest. He looked pretty lively and energetic and just like a roadrunner, which is what Chelsea needed to get to grab what they thought was a late winner. But Carvalho still at the end, and table check. Chelsea are fifth, 3 goals conceded, 9 goals scored, 2 wins, 2 draws. Brentford, 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses, 12th. I bet no one thought they'd be anywhere near there. I think people thought they'd be way lower, but yeah. Liverpool Burnley, I mean, hilarious game. I don't know. I still need to make a video about just talking about Liverpool tactics and how I think it's philosophy thing for why we struggle against low blocks. But you know what? I'll make another video about that. I'll link my Liverpool video in the description of this video and just I don't really feel like going in depth again talking about Liverpool versus Burnley because I already did. But basically, yeah, I mean Burnley defended incredibly well, were super robust and tactically strong. And I mean, yeah, they just got unlucky at the end. But the red card was deserved, I say. He got two yellows, and I think his first challenge on McAllister should have been a red anyway, but it is what it is. It's fine. It worked out in the end, right? So I shouldn't complain. But yeah, I mean, Salah converting the late pan from a handball from Hannibal, which is kind of funny, I guess, with like the wordplay and everything. Yeah, I mean, Gravenberg, I think was man of the match. Gravenberg or Van Dijk. Van Dijk's just incredible. Incredible. Best player, I think. So, I mean, this year so far, he's been the best player in Liverpool. And I think he's been the best player in the league, to be honest. Can't really, maybe probably Holland as well. Holland's up there too, but yeah, Van Dijk, man, what a player. What an incredible player. And reference from earlier before, Fault Mob's interesting ratings are very interesting. I mean, Gakpo did not, I would not say he played a horrible game, but he definitely was not one of our, he was definitely not our fourth best performing player, but you know what? It's fine. It's just an algorithm. It's not, yeah, it's not, it's subjective anyway. And then the final game, Manchester Derby. Oh, sorry, wait. Table check. Burnley are 17th and Liverpool are top of the table. 9 goals scored, 4 goals conceded is very interesting, but Burnley, 4 goals scored is really good. So well done to them. And just, yeah, unlucky game, really. Just kind of feel bad, but I think it was coming anyway, regardless. And then finally the Manchester Derby. And yeah, yeah, it was domination. The stats, don't let them deceive you. I mean, we can check them. First half, yeah. I mean, come on. Not great XG for City in the first half as well, but .03 is pretty atrocious. Second half, possession is crazy. Those who watch the game know that after Holland the Robot's second goal, City definitely just took their foot off the pedal. But it's fine. Uh yeah, I mean, just again toothless, and I just don't understand why. I don't get it. They brought in new players. They have a lot of quality. Like Mbuemo's incredible. Ahmad's incredible. Sesko, yeah, he's okay. He's fine. But I just yeah, I think his days are really really numbered as United manager. And I mean, man, that is insane. That is insanely horrible. 30% is just it's not good enough for a club this size, I think. But you know what? They're backing him. I saw reports today on Twitter that they've decided to back him. So I mean, it is what is it? It is what it is, I guess, right? So I mean, yeah, just I think yeah, City just utter domination. Doku played well, 2 assists. Holland, of course, 2 goals, shocker. Foden with a goal, and some with the assist as well. And yeah, I mean Donnarumma. Donnarumma made his debut, which was yeah, he had one really incredible save. So that's interesting, to be honest. To me, the transfers that City have been doing recently, I feel it lacks direction. But I mean, who am I to judge? I'm not a football savant, but I don't know if I agree with their transfer business lately, and I think that's clearly affected them considering the players that they fielded today. And yeah, I mean, pretty poor, but they do have a lot of injuries. They are missing a lot of key players. I mean, so are United. Look at that. But yeah, utter domination by City. United, man, just sack them. Just come on, just end it. And sure, it's a cycle, but I don't know. These players are better than how they're playing. They're playing, but these players have more quality than what they're displaying with this fairly flawed system. And yeah, Manchester City are eighth, Manchester United 14th. 4 goals scored, 7 goals conceded is also pretty poor. But yeah, goal differential: Liverpool +5, Arsenal +8, Tottenham +7. We can check out. Let's check out the XG table. Expected goals. How do I read this? Expected goals, Chelsea. Expected points, sorry. Chelsea should be, or expected to be first. Arsenal second. Huh, that's ironic. Bournemouth expected to be third. Wow. Yeah, this is really interesting, actually. Liverpool expect to be sixth. Who's the biggest overperformer on goals? XG. Tottenham. Tottenham are overperforming by three, about three. They've should have scored five. They've scored eight, which is cool. And then the biggest underperformers are, oh, geez, again, United. Just, same season or different season, same shit. I just, it's so confusing. You drop all that money, it just still doesn't work. I feel bad, to be honest, at this point. I expect the goals against Arsenal, not surprisingly, are leading that. And they're the biggest. Oh, shoot, Palace. No, not even Palace. Everton. No, not even Everton. Spurs. Spurs are the biggest overperformer in XG, meaning they've only conceded one, which was against Bournemouth. Yeah, of course. They've only conceded one, even though it was expected they conceded about five, which is, I think, kind of interesting and cool. And the biggest underperformers are by far, oh my gosh, by far West Ham. Wow. They've conceded 11 and they've only supposed to have conceded half of that, which about five or six, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, just kind of shows how they've been unlucky a bit, or just the goals they've. I don't know. It's actually is a really weird stat because XG, the way a certain shots can have a certain amount of XG, but like a goalie blunder can also, if you shoot from 80 meters out with a XG of 0.01 and you score due to a goalie blunder, it's still just 0.01. So it's kind of, I wouldn't call it a flaw, I would call it a really weird system. I don't know. For example, Caicedo's goal versus Brentford was like a thunder rocket outside the box. The XG on it was at 0.07. So one is being added. One is happening instead of 0.07. Real goals is one, and expected goals is 0.07. So they overperformed on that one goal by 0.93, which is, I don't know. I find it a bit weird, but maybe that's just me lacking critical thinking and understanding of it, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, so I don't know if you can tell starting to get a bit sick, which is kind of not great, but you know what it is, what it is, and yeah, I mean, I hope you guys like this series. I'm gonna plan to do it more. Hopefully, match week five for around the grounds will be a bit better in quality because my voice is kind of horrible right now. But you know what? It can't really do much about it. Kind of just want to post this, and yeah, hopefully I have time to do match week five. I think I will. I'll try to catch as many games as I want. I'm human. I'm a student. I'll be honest. I can't give full attention to every single game. Like I'll try to do as much as I can, but I also work. I have school that I have to do, so it's a hard balance, and I'm gonna try my best because I really want this to work, and I have a lot of fun making these because I love talking about football. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I might just do predictions right now because I have time. So, yeah, okay. Liverpool, Everton. It's in the Anfield. I'm gonna go Liverpool win 3-0. 2-0. Brighton and Brighton and Tottenham at the, what is their ground called? At the American Express Stadium. Okay, I don't want to do that. At the Amex at the American Express Stadium, Brighton and Tottenham. I think Tottenham win 2-0. I mean, they've conceded one goal. They're incredible defensively. I think they'll win and keep a clean sheet. Burnley and Nottingham Forest. Oh gosh, that's an interesting one. I'm going Burnley win 1-0 or 2-1, sorry. I just Forest are so suspect defensively, I think. And I don't know. I don't know how much I rate Ange as a coach. So yeah. West Ham and Palace at the London Stadium. I'm gonna go Palace 2-1. Go Palace 2-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers against Leeds at Wolves. I am gonna go with. I'm gonna go 0-0. I'm gonna go 0-0 on this one. They both just their attackers for both of them are just not good enough, I think. United and Chelsea. And this is an interesting one because it's at Old Trafford. And I looked into this. The last time Chelsea beat United at Old Trafford was 2013. And the lineup is hilarious when you look back at it. So I'm gonna go 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Fulham and Brentford at Craven Cottage. I'm gonna go Fulham 2-1. I'm gonna go Fulham 2-1. Bournemouth and Newcastle at Bournemouth. I'm gonna go Bournemouth win 3-2. I think that'll be a high scoring affair. I think it'll be fun to watch. Sunderland and Villa. Surely they score, right? Surely Villa score. You know what? No. I think yeah, they're gonna draw 0-0 as well. Oh shoot. And then City and Arsenal at the Emirates. I think Arsenal mm, yeah, I think Arsenal destroys City. I just can't see any other really possible way that doesn't happen. City's not the team of old, I think, and I just think Arsenal are just so good right now. And I don't think they'll have. Yeah, Saka will still be out. Havertz, Odegaard, Ben White, all these players missing, but I mean City have a long list of injuries too. So I think it's quite even in that way, but I just still think Arsenal at home are an incredible side. I don't even know when the last time they lost at home was. So I'm backing them. I'm backing them to win. I think they'll win 3-1. I think they'll win 3-1. Going with 3-1 Arsenal over City. And yeah, well, that's the whole video. Thanks for sticking around if you did. Be sure to like and subscribe to NTS, and I'll catch you on the next video reaction. I believe I'm going to do a UCL reaction for Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. That'll be my next video. But yeah, thanks for listening and I guess watching. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you later. See ya. Thank you.